so that we can help lead businesses. Here is the agenda of the conference, which suggests the exposure to disruptive technologies and disruptive strategies of technologies, and certainly that will lie at the core. We also have to look at whether we have enough of an R&D culture within the IT organization to see the next wave of transforming technologies coming. These questions are uncomfortable for many CIOs because they naturally lead to disruptive decisions about IT investments, skills and culture. However, the companies they can say yes to both are the ones they'll be future-proof in times to come. While keeping technology transformational, CIOs also have to overcome another key challenge, that's changing the perception about the efficacy of the new technology. In many organizations, IT is at the forefront of transformational process. Unfortunately, this has resulted in many publicized failures. Often it is not the technology that fails, but rather a failure of management to take advantage of new IT systems. For example, organizations spend a lot of time in implementing technologies, but they actually fail to train the different users which need different type of attention within the organization. And as a result, many organizations discount the potential of IT to transform businesses. So clearly is the role of CIO to dispel this notion by consulting and interacting with senior management and evolving an agreed change portfolio that involves detailed planning, delivery, and review of the transformational technology initiatives. Now let's look at another aspects about unpredictable scenarios. And this is very important attribute for IT planning, is not just to be busy with just implanting businesses, but also to plan for certain unpredictable scenarios. For example, terror attacks or H1N1 pandemic that we all are worried about and grappling with in India particularly. So how are we ensuring that our organizations are unaffected by some of these by using transformational technologies? For example, working from home. I'll give you an example of terror attack in Mumbai, and one of the hotels which was affected found it extremely hard to actually communicate with the guests who were trapped in the rooms because there was nobody to answer the phone calls when guests were calling at the desk, at the front desk or the reception, because everybody was in crisis mode. Clearly, if we had a situation wherein there was a mobility or a solution which was using the transformational technologies, maybe things would have been better managed. And eventually, when we get there as a VIA, we certainly helped that hotel to communicate effectively with the guest, and it was helpful in the rescue process. Similarly, H1N1. Right now, we're seeing a lot of action only in Pune and few other cities. Pune practically is shut. Offices are closed for days together. Schools are closed, as you know. This is certainly a business loss to the companies. So what are we doing to make sure that we shield ourselves completely from some of these situations? And lastly, if you see the whole change which is happening in Indian market, and I'm sure you all agree that as we look at the growth, there's a clear shift which is happening from urban to rural markets or even semi-urban markets, for example. In times to come, we'll see more growth from rural markets in each of the industry segments that we talk about. And the needs and the requirements for all of these new customers that we will have are certainly much different from what we are used to delivering to all our urban customers. For example, you take healthcare or telecom. How can we make sure that the best doctors available are actually able to communicate with the patients which are located in rural areas? Maybe technology can help doing that. How do we make sure that education is delivered through an alternate channel? And I can just relate to one of the ads which I'm sure you would have seen in TV several times, was Idea Cellular. It's talked about delivering education through cell phone, right? Fine, that was more on, just a beginning of it, but there's a lot more we can do to deliver something like this. And so on and so forth. If you just look at every industry, I'm sure there are several examples which all of us can pinpoint, which will be helpful for us to take care of this growth. Finally, transformational leadership is a key ingredient in managing terms and teams of technically talented people. Instead of micromanaging and leading the organization based on transaction-based leadership, you have to lead by mobilizing and motivating your team. Mentoring and coaching will play an important part here to enable the CIOs on the path of great leadership in transformation. And at the end of the day, as technical transformation leaders, we must develop the understanding required for implementing technologies and ensure that our businesses can lead and we all are very successful. So that's about from me. Thank you very much for your time and hope you will enjoy the next 2 days of a wonderful conference as well as a historic city of Beijing. Thank you.